Hello, everybody. Welcome to what is definitely called episode 54 of the Echoing Isles, but is going to be episode 53.5 because we have a last-second cancellation, which is no biggie. Things happen, life happens, and we roll with it. Also, hi, Sal. I am just informing everybody.
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome to 53.5. We are podcasting and then going to next week.
Yep.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, we had a
Yeah.
last second cancellation, which is totally fine. It does happen. Life happens, and real life should come before games, of course.
That's valid. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So, with that all in mind, hi everybody. Welcome to 53.5. I need to go change that. we're gonna shoot the shit for like a half an hour and probably call it. So this is a great opportunity for us to kind of talk about whatever shenanigans we are really interested in, and like crazy stuff that's happened, and we're taking questions from the chat. If there's a situation that you would like to know if it could have gone differently, you know.
Oh god, there's probably so many things that could have gone differently.
Well, I'm kind of interested in your guys' thoughts on that too. Everything is updated now, so we're good. We're good.
I think I will have more to say after we officially leave the area and we consider it done, because we're gonna need that download afterwards anyway, because you've been exploding, Sal's been exploding, I've been exploding. There
Everyone
needs to be that conversation. Huh?
Everyone, yeah.
Everyone busploding.
Busploding.
Yeah, everyone besploding. Exactly. Yeah, ask questions, chat. Or just, I don't know. If you want lore, fuck it. We'll do a lore download.
So much has happened in these last few sessions.
Yeah.
I feel like we just did this download too, like recently. Like a big download.
Wasn't it like a...
It's like 40 something.
Was it not like 50.5?
Oh, maybe it was 50.5. We just did it. It's so funny.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In that time frame, though, you guys did... Oh, you know what? I think we did it right before you guys went into the tower.
That is probably true.
It is
because
50.5, yeah.
There was something that happened where we didn't have all the time in the world, but we still wanted to stream and talk about D&D, so...
Oh, that was it. I went and looked it up. It was, we did the download right after Mads and Aziria had their crazy visions with the goddess, and everybody was at the top of the tower. This is right before you guys escaped and did the prison break.
Yeah. That sounds right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So shall we download again?
Just quick questions, really. Like any thoughts that you might have. Like mine would be more like, was there an alternate plan to just prison breaking the fuck out of everybody?
Not for
I
me.
mean, not for you. Interesting. How so?
I just, I don't know. I guess it really depended on who we found. And to be fair, I didn't roll well, so I didn't find anybody that I knew. So
True.
Yeah.
But in my
That's
brain,
true.
if I had found somebody that I knew, especially from Melody Cove, I probably would have just broke them out of jail.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, there was always that possibility. It just was a very low percentage.
I think from Liari's perspective, one, finding Bane, but two, like, there was a bit of an assumption that all these people were slaves or being trained to be slaves, and that's just what she does. She just frees them. And I think, theoretically, if we didn't have Mauve in gang, I think she would have been more selective about who she let go. I mean, we kind of already were in the sense that we didn't free the rich people. and we left them to rot. But by way of like letting the criminals go, like Liari probably would have left the criminals in the cells, but because Mauve and gang were there, it probably wasn't really worth the fight to be like, you really want to take all these people? It was kind of more like, well, Mauve is kind of vouching for them and Mauve is pretty okay, so while I would rather leave them here, who knows why they're here. So that's what that was. But that's the only thing that I see happening differently. That was the only like outside factor. But yeah, I would have freed everyone on the level with Bane for sure. And the people in like the torture cells and stuff.
Yeah. You take all the slaves and people being converted into slaves. Yeah.
And then, I mean, someone could have tried to convince Liari otherwise, like, we don't have the time and resources to deal with this, let's go, but...
Well, I mean,
you kind
you
of
did
made the
release
time
them,
and had the resources.
You shuffled them into the sewers and then just... Bye. Good luck.
Well, the idea was to keep them safe until we can go back for them later. But... that's probably fucked now, so who's to say? They could have left of their own volition, they could be dead, I don't know what Mauve did with them.
Great question, actually. I mean, the way that I heard the way you guys broke apart was you put the slaves or you sent them away, like down the way where you came from. All of the criminals plus the 3 that were sent with them went a different route, whereas Mauve, Pike, and Daft took you guys to the Iron Tower. So I never thought of those all going the same place.
Sure. I mean, that could be the case. I don't think we ever really wrote it out in detail, but that makes sense to me.
There's just a bunch of peasants running around lost in the sewer.
Peasants?
In your
yeah, okay,
sewers.
Mauve. Jesus. Yeah.
I think you mispronounced property, Mauve.
Yeah.
You creatures. You absolute creatures.
I would say vermin, but I am one.
True. You do have to be careful with your word.
Yeah.
Lamau. That's
Um,
awesome.
I'm excited because I know that there's some like side story stuff that is gonna happen with Mauve, like from Mauve's writing, Sal's writing of Mauve's exploits.
Yeah.
I'm excited for.
Me too.
My bad.
My bad.
That might come in
why
like
you're bad?
2 to 3 months.
Oh,
Sure,
well,
yeah, that's
you
still
know.
big.
I do have a morbid curiosity of what went on during the exact same timeline, though, because we know what we did, right? We took nappies and went to the Iron Tower and did all that, but we don't know what Mauve was doing in that time. And they had essentially like 9 hours or less to get all this together and mobilize it, which is wild. So in my mind, I'm like, I really want to know what happened there. I want to know stuff and things.
Could be a mob.
I do have a I do have a written thing that is a portion of that, and then the rest of it is kind of a me and Blaine project.
Yeah, we've discussed it a bit. The broad ideas, anyway. The rest will be written in the story.
But yeah, I'm down for a Mauve download too.
So
I want it
Rub
so
hands
bad. I just
together.
don't think I can have it yet.
I mean, as long as there's, I don't think we'd be divulging anything that's not already.
That's true. It does.
Out
It
there.
kind of. It Yeah.
But that I don't want to do it if you want to hold that for later. But I
Because
also
I feel
don't.
like
Yeah.
I feel like there might be certain like uncertainties. Oh, the irony of that statement.
That's fair.
And
Fair.
if we divulge certain information, I don't want it to
It makes it
sway.
canon.
Yeah, I don't want it to sway one way or another for how
That's
like
very
the next
valid.
session will play out. Yeah. Cuz everything is up in the air. And I don't believe that metagaming would happen, but sometimes it's hard to separate certain information if you already know it.
Yeah. I know I try to play as like fair as possible, but I understand the idea of like I have now been given information that hasn't even occurred to me and now it's sitting in the back of my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'll be like after a conclusion, I think it'll be cool to like have that debrief as like a whole thing.
Mm-hmm. There'll be a hard debrief session once the Stoneguard arc is complete, because there will be other questions that will arise
Mhm.
as well. So we'll skip the Mauve download.
Okay.
Then.
How about instead of download, how about I throw out a question for you two as knowers, but how much of this feels like it's going the way it was planned to go, since y'all have been planning something like this from
That's
the beginning.
so funny that you should ask
as
that.
I'm now like as we now know, as this is being unfolded in front of us, how much of this is like, yeah, and how much of this is like, ooh, what the fuck? You know?
Blaine, do you want to start with your answer? Because I already have an answer.
I'm thinking on my number here, because there's other things outside of the Mauve that obviously happened. Go ahead, you go for. I'm thinking
Like 5% went according to plan.
Aw, Blaine, we did the thing again. Poor Blaine.
I mean, without doing any revelations, of course, the Mauve coming to fight you guys thing, well, that was planned from like the first time Mauve was introduced.
Right. That was divulged,
how?
which is why I'm asking.
Sorry, you were asking. I was talking out loud.
No. Go ahead. Keep going.
No. As far as the Mauve stuff goes, boy oh boy, we went all over the place.
Yeah.
But
in a good way or a?
Yeah, it was
yeah,
fun.
no, everything is entertaining and good. Like, it's D&D. Everything's gonna go fucking haywire, cause yeah, people. But Sal handled it really well as the character Mauve. And then you guys just do your normal shenanigans, getting around.
What do you mean? Yeah, I both feel like we were doing better than what you anticipated, but also worse might not be it, but like affecting things not in the way that would have been ideal, I guess. Because you were like shocked how we were able to both do both manacles, do the entire cellar, and still get a long rest. You're like, that's ridiculous that was able to happen, right?
Yes.
So you were.
That's
so
a good point.
I'm assuming you were pleasantly surprised in a good way, but then some of the stuff that's happening is probably again not ideal, and maybe we're seeing some like bad ending scenarios or something. It's hard to say.
Bad or good endings is not necessarily the words I would use. I think that you've chosen a route, and whether for better or for worse, this is how it's ended up, right?
Right. Yeah.
Objectively, there are much worse endings that you could have had all the way up to this point at a number of locations and places and situations. I think you've done, as a group, you guys have done an exceptional job of not only managing yourselves and your goals, but the NPCs, the situations. You mentioned like getting to do the manacle, both manacles in the time frame. You found Darius. You did all of that in such a tight time frame because of the roles you got. That to keep it fair, you have to be able to do a certain amount of things and get a high enough roll. And you got those high rolls, so you did it in the fastest time possible. So of course you got your long rest. And then you got to go scale the Iron Tower, and you did that in a wild format, which was great.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
You pulled some bullshit on the top of the tower, which was awesome. Like, from the DM perspective, you guys definitely go for the most creative ways to do shit, and it makes me really think, because who's gonna plan for the couple of things that happen? Let's do a 10-turn Gios, and let's make giant eagle Pyre throw shit off the edge.
Yeah, bird throw
How
lizard.
am I
Yeah,
ever gonna plan for this? I will never plan for this.
no, it's true.
So
Yeah,
it's
Shy and Sunny are really creative brained in that way for sure.
I love that Shy really committed to the 10-turn Gios, though. I think that was like,
oh god.
oh.
And it was
I
great.
almost faltered a few times, but it ended up being worth it.
Your
It
devotion to that goddess.
which was awesome. That was so happy for you.
For the goddess.
That was so sick.
I really thought he was going to be dead by the time I was able to cast it, because it was getting close.
Yeah, I thought you would. I just didn't expect you to go for the full 10. I thought something would happen. It would get interrupted.
Yeah.
You wouldn't.
When
keep
I
your
ended up
concentration.
flying, there was a point where like there's anti-gravity, or like I was up in the air,
Mhm.
and we were all like falling downward, and I thought for sure that was it, and then I was like, wait a minute, I have wings.
I could just fly. I'm a chicken.
I could just leave.
Right. Yeah, I think we all forgot you were a chicken for a second. And then that's what I was saying is like, there were so many cool mechanics in that boss fight that Blaine threw in, probably to spice it up for us and keep it fresh and actually make us kind of think, so that it's not just smack, smack, smack,
A
smack.
slugfest.
So
yeah.
he throws in this like giant gravity spell, right? And it probably made us all panic in the moment, but then we were all like, wait, we all have answers to this. Like, I can teleport somewhere, and Sunny is a bird, and you can fly. So it's just like, but it's that instant of panic that makes it worth it, right? Where you're like, oh my god, what is happening?
Like, oh shit, that's a huge AoE. We're all in it. We're all gonna die.
Yeah. And then it turns out the only person that really had an issue was Wifey. Well, and I guess technically also Sarah, because Sarah just happened to be dimension doored by Markella because they were next to each other. But I don't know if Sarah would have had an answer or not.
If I had a nickel for every time Markella dimension doored Sarah, I'd have 2 nickels. Which
It's
isn't
not a lot,
but it's still
it's weird that it's happened twice. Yeah.
Your choice of
It's
NPCs to bring into Stoneguard too, it still is so interesting to me.
In a good way or a bad way? Because you've mentioned that a few times, and I
keep
feel
expecting
with
them
what
to
we've
die.
faced, it was actually a really good choice. But
No, you made a
know.
great set of choices. I just keep expecting them to die, and they don't die, and it's so interesting. Because you're creative answers to all the situations I throw at you. I'm really proud of you guys.
thanks.
Thanks.
Meanwhile, you're like, I never thought you wouldn't take Joe, and meanwhile, Joe on the ground, and their team was doing really well, but then we find them, almost dead and slaughtered, which isn't their fault. They were being overrun by a freak of nature, but...
Sure.
Yeah. The bits and pieces is the battleground that you are now surrounded by is masses and knots of people on both sides. So while Joe was engaged with Brutus, I mean, all around them are just troops on either side going at it.
Yeah.
So that's it's gonna be neat. You'll see it all. You'll see it all next week. But yeah, the NPCs are good.
Yeah.
The way you guys did all that was good. The fight on top of the tower was pretty neat. The straight murder of the painted blades with Mauve, that was neat. I liked that one. Fucking brutal.
I love that one. I'm so in love with the character that is Mauve.
That was so like exciting and like heartbreaking at the same time after I found out who they actually were.
Like, interesting. Because you know who they are more so outside of the story at large, or you just feel bad for them? Because I was like, we've been planning to kill them for like 20 episodes.
I think the former.
Where are you at in the series, Sal?
I haven't resumed since finishing the Crab Village. So you guys are on your way to Melody Cove with Tarn.
Cool. Oh, okay, so yeah. So you know we don't like them, but you're not aware of the encounter that we had with
Not
them
yet,
in the
no.
bar.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay.
It gets juicy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe
I don't
I feel a little better.
I don't know. I mean, you can still feel bad for them. That's fine. We've never liked them. We think they're assholes.
The
and we
brutal
killed
way
them
they were
valid.
killed? Yeah, I feel bad.
Valid. Yeah, I think that part is what I feel the bad thing about. Because it was so like,
emotional damage.
yeah. Because Mauve is so
one
detached
survivor's
from
going through
those
it.
characters. So like she did not have any fucks to give.
Well, it's interesting because you didn't know them going in, right? So you're like, yeah, who the fuck are these guys?
Yeah, and then the cat shot me. Like, what the fuck?
How dare.
Yeah.
Cat shot the rat, so the
How
rat
dare
ate the
she?
cat.
A little cat and mouse dynamic there.
Eee.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, no, it's we were always going to kill them, but I just like the brutality in which you did it, but I guess it's fair to be like, wow, that sure was emotional damage. 'Cause it was.
It certainly
But that's what
was.
I liked about it.
I think that was like our first moment of like, okay, all right, Mauve is Mauve is
Mauve
scary.
fits right in.
Yeah.
Clocking that.
Party will remember this.
That was all a distinct moment for everybody.
Neato, Mauve's a rat.
Mhm. Oh my god, the fact that were-rat was real.
I
yeah.
know.
It was a joke
It was
until it was
so
real.
funny.
You literally clocked it before anything had even happened too. I was like, as soon I don't know, you have this like psychic ability to just call things before they actually come to fruition. It's kind of scary.
Well, you know, there's that, and then intentional wording is intentional, so it's really hard to get away with stuff with me because I will hear what people say, and then I'll be like, okay, I can glean this information from that, and it might not be real, but it also might be real, and then when it's real,
Yeah.
it's like, ha, gotcha.
Gotcha.
I knew it.
I love that.
Yeah, because what was it? It was you either had a dream.
It was the
Or a
petrified
vision?
rat or something. Oh no, you're right. I did.
Yes.
Someone dream revealed, and I had an actual
Oh, that's
dream
right.
moment that I'd written into my backstory. So I just read that.
Yes, and it was the wording of that was it made me go like Lamau were rat. Not thinking it was real at all.
Yeah, the fact
But yeah, no.
that Pyrie was a rat at that moment, we had the dream story, like all the things started adding up, and it was like, wait,
I loved it.
It was really cool. Man, yeah, now you're betraying the rat. You loved the rat. And me and you were all right.
The rat doesn't exist anymore. The rat is giant bird.
The rat is a lie.
The rat is a lie. Oh my
The
god.
rat is a-
Yeah.
There's the meme for
The
today's
goddess
session.
is a lie.
I'm on it.
God, everyone here's a liar. Oh no.
We're all chronic liars. I mean, Liari Shirley might start. My deception stat, I believe, is fucking. Let me see. Yep. I might start. We'll see. I might be having a crazy morality shift. It's hard to say. The lie is just, how are you doing? I'm okay. She's not okay. Yeah, what else? I don't know. Do you have any questions you want to ask them, Shy, while we have them here cornered with us in a padded cell?
In a padded cell.
No, because a lot of my questions will be answered in the next.
After.
Yeah. In the next
Yeah,
session.
that's
Or I'm hoping will be answered. So.
You guys are so close to so much information and answers and like it's actually insane.
And again, what about you, chat? Feel free to ask your questions. That's why we're here. We might be doing some lore dumps to the best of our ability. It depends. Ask away.
How many panties do
I
you have
guess.
now?
How many what?
That's a top
How many
tier
panties do
question.
you have now?
Oh, I think it's something like 21. Let me count.
What? You need a panty chain necklace.
One. Oh, it's starting. I have the one choker panty.
All right.
1, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21.
Wow.
Anti-PPD.
So 15 in game, 6 DM.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah,
You
We're
don't
up there.
say.
we're grabbing them. How about this? Sao, how does it feel to know that you're about to die? How do you feel?
Where's that? What is that meme where it's like they're T-posing and floating into the light?
Oh my god. Yeah. It's amazing.
Oh. Goodbye. So funny. Yeah, because me and you downloaded for like an hour and a half after last week because
Mhm.
I was so mind blown by what had happened. And I was like, you.
You were just not prepared.
But like you were worried that we were gonna be like mad at you. So how's your mentality doing around that? Like are you
How do you
happy
feel
with
about
your performance?
Being
Yeah.
a villain.
Yeah.
I definitely was nervous for today. But I think also I have like I've had the time to like accept it. The rat is alive.
Insert new weem. Love it.
But yeah, I'm excited. I genuinely am excited because I really want to go balls to the walls and play my heart out.
I'm so
Yeah,
excited
good.
for this fight, guys.
Yeah, me too.
I'm
I had
excited.
plans. I have plans.
The
I have
plans.
Mads, do you have plans?
Not casting chaos. I'm excited to be involved in this fight.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So what
In comparison
spells?
to
Say
the
that.
last one.
The 10
didn't
rounds
use
of nothing
any.
is wild, dude.
I didn't use any of my spell slots though, so I'm pretty prepared for this fight.
You're
Damn.
genuinely.
That's
like,
got me
the
shaking
one
in my
person-
boots.
I think
Yeah,
you're.
thank God.
I don't know how many Sunny used. I don't think Sunny used too many of the lowers.
Yeah, I think Sunny is just down to some of the smaller stuff. I think
Morkella's
I
pretty
can't see
tapped.
Markella's stuff, but yeah, I was gonna say, Sarah and me and Az don't really run like that, so that's okay.
Oh, I have
And
a
then-
question.
Yay! I like
Sorry,
questions. Where
I
we
didn't
at?
mean to interrupt. I just thought of it. How long was that last fight?
Total time?
Like
or
5
like
hours?
Yes.
in game?
In-game time.
Oh, in game? 1
Oh.
minute.
Yeah.
Sweet. I needed to mark it for my invisibility thing.
Oh, fair point. Fair point. Fair point. Yeah.
Well,
how
you're
much time
you're
do you have on
invisible
that?
for most of the tower too, so you might be down like what 30 minutes. I don't know.
I think we tagged it
I-
at 30. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But
he
yeah,
didn't know you were there. He was too busy. So I will say that cloak did directly influence your casting of Gios.
oh 1,000. Yeah,
100%.
absolutely.
That fucking.
There's no
cloak.
way in hell that would have gone off. There's no way. Yeah, everything just worked out the way it was supposed to.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And
Actually.
that's why I'm like, does Mads have plans? Because I'm like, oh my god, the first one kind of crazy.
Not particularly. I'm just very interested to see what happens during the fight because I think that'll definitely influence how I go about it.
That's fair.
What does that mean?
Well,
Well,
I can't
Cleric
say too much.
being reactionary makes sense because either damage or heal what is
yeah.
needed. Yeah. It makes sense. Especially because me and Sunny are going to be full aggro. So, like, I don't know.
Well, that's my
Yeah.
thought too. Is if Mads is going full aggro, then we're not healing. It's just damage.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think. Because Elias is basically dead, but he's stabilized now because you healed everybody. I don't know. I don't know if they're even joining the fight or not, but Elias was their magic user, so I don't know what he would have left if they were also going to join us. I don't know what Carlane has, but probably magic, I would guess. So same
Yep.
question. I don't know how tapped they are. Yeah. So I don't know. It's hard to
how
say.
did finding Joe make you feel?
Angry.
It both made me happy and angry. Yeah, I was happy to
Angry.
see that he was okay,
Yeah.
and but I was also, immediately triggered by
Mhm.
the people fighting him.
I'll speak from like a high table perspective of how me as a banana felt because we finished the tower fight and then everything started going to shit and I thought that was just what the writing was I thought you had scripted to an extent that because of choices you made everyone down there is going to die now. In that moment that's like what I thought. But then you allowed us to find them, and you specifically said, depending on what happens here, some people could be saved now, basically. So while I know you've never been unfair to us, Blaine, at the same time, I was like, this is a really hard area, and I feel like you've been fair up until this point, that it kind of makes sense that you would just lay waste to it. And I would have had to have been like, okay, that was the consequences of our direct choices and actions. Like, I would have been okay with it, just really sad. But it's cool that we get this chance to kind of salvage it to the best of our abilities to see what salvaging it even looks like. But that's what I thought in that moment. I was like, oh, it's over. Okay,
we're
let's
talking about
pack
top
it
of
up
the
and go
tower,
home, I
right?
guess.
Where everything is in shit.
Doomed.
Yeah. Well, that's the point. Now, it's not a nice area. There are lots of other groups and factions who also have their own ideals that they're pushing. Just because yours is perhaps the morally right ground doesn't make it the only idea that has backing, unfortunately.
Yeah, of course. Well, that's the way of the world, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Sad
Yes.
now.
Oh no. But yeah, that's how I felt. But Liari's just went from sheer panic and being torn between let's run and let's go save them to now she's just in like a red hot blinded rage. So
yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy. It's crazy, guys. So anyway, how do you feel now that Pyrie is not in the call? We could speak freely. How do you guys feel about
What?
Regulus being around again?
speak freely. That's so funny. Well, I said this.
I
don't
don't
want him
know.
there.
I didn't want him there in the first place, but you know.
So, the many layers of it's conflicting because he's clearly a prominent story piece. He is the biggest tie to Pyrie's part of the story. And he seems really necessary, or like he needs to be involved in some way from a high table, like looking at it from a storytelling perspective. You've been trying to get him back into the storyline since we fought him. And we have just said, Pyrie has just said no. He's been banished to the pickle jar. We're not talking to him. Right?
Banished
So
to
like
the pickle
we've
jar is
totally
so
been
smart.
ignoring that. Yeah, but from a story perspective, I feel like he needs to be here in some capacity. Like he has some purpose that would be really interesting. Now, do I want him to be here? No, he makes me incredibly uncomfortable, and I always feel like shit's gonna go horribly wrong. But am I glad he's here now? Absolutely. He had such a big sway in my mind as to how this went for us. Like outside the Iron Tower, doing all of that, he made it so much easier for us. I feel like he did. And now we sent him to hopefully go find Bennu and whoever to hopefully help them. And whether or not it will, but if he wasn't doing that, there very well could have been no one there to help at all. And we won't make it over there in time. We're doing all this other stuff, right? So
Exactly.
it's just like... So
There's-
whether it works out in our favor or not remains to be seen. But he's been very undeniably valuable since being here, even though I'm horrifically uncomfortable that he's here.
That answers that question.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am in
Like,
the
oh
midst
God.
of writing a side story for this situation. You're gonna read it once we're done with this arc. I'll post it, but it's already very interesting because I needed to like
probably
write out these interactions because I'm like, I don't fucking know how these people are gonna interact with each other. This is gonna be interesting.
It's probably going to go poorly.
Well,
But
yeah, maybe we'll see. We'll see.
in the middle of a war, beggars can't be choosers, right?
Exactly. Big we can get.
I'm so scared that Regulus just stumbles across our dead bodies and he's like, well, I was told to save them, and he just brings them back as undead slaves and be like, okay. We weren't specific. Understandable.
Yeah, it'd be. So anyway,
Yeah.
I love making Anna uncomfortable with.
It's so easy. It's so easy. Yep.
All right. So we talked about the Regulus.
Mhm.
Zaresh is pretty much down for the count at this point. You guys have knocked him out, shrunk him
Mhm.
down. Mads, how do you feel having carried that goddamn ring from episode like 15 to finally using it 35
The
or so
shrinking one?
episodes? Yeah, there's the suppression ring.
I don't- It felt good. The funny thing is it wouldn't even happen if Liari hadn't even mentioned it. I totally forgot that I had it.
That's
So,
so funny. That
Liari
So-
said
We
it's
bring it
one
up every episode. I forgot I had it.
thing. Yeah, honestly.
He just sends you a
Yeah.
physical bag with little items in it representing what's in your backpack.
Yeah, I need like little trinkets. I need to physically.
I kind of wish we still had that super glue from the horse races, but I know we only had enough from one
right.
batch. But imagine we just super glue it to his finger, so if he would have to cut off his own finger, wanted to be rid of it, because that's what it is now. He can just take it off, but like I don't know, you know.
I was happy to get that ring off of his finger, the one that I had, and
Yeah.
be the new owner of that.
Yeah, you got a really nice
He's-
ring off of him.
I sure do. I can do another great restore. And I already had great restore, so.
yeah, the ring is a spell storing ring, so you can store any spell level 1 through 5 in it indefinitely.
Woohoo. Amazing.
Fight over what? We're
what
not
are we
even
fighting?
playing.
Are we fighting over the?
Ryan
the
gave us an
inspiration?
inspiration die to fight over for what?
I'll refund this wonderful inspiration, but still allow it to be used for a single panty roll for the day,
Let's go.
Yeah.
just for funsies.
Okay, chat. Okay, chat. Ugh.
Today's
Nope.
the day. 22. No.
I know you can't
Today's
see
the
it, but it says
day.
it's 5.
Oh no, you get an advantage. I was gonna give you one of these today anyway.
I get advantage.
Yeah, that was
okay.
sorry. I did not state my statement very well. I was giving it to you at advantage because Ryan gave it to you. All right, it was
Much
worth
better,
a
but
shot.
still not it.
Worth a shot. Worth a shot.
Based.
Trying to think of other things that might be interesting to get your insight on, but actually, how is Mads doing with everything? Because honestly, it's only been what like half a day since you spoke with the goddess with Aziria.
Matt's is kind of in that, and I think I briefly touched on it in that like little thing that I wrote.
Mm.
But Matt's is kind of in their autopilot right now. They're like kind of fighting their own self mentally. And just autopiloting.
era.
That's, I mean, all they did was cast chaos for as much as I wanted to do that, both for like 1, the meme, 2 because it's strong, 3 because it just felt like the thing that Mads would do at the time.
Mhm.
But I imagine they are very torn up. And that's also kind of why I'm curious to see how Mauve will react in this next fight and like how things will go, because I think that'll possibly come into play. Mad's mental state with how they
In this
deal
fight.
with Mauve. Yes.
Oh.
Okay, that's solid. That's a solid piece. So we
Ooh,
have
I
Mom's
like
mental
that.
state. Not Mom's mental state. Mads. I do this every time. Every time.
It's like having too
Yeah.
many kids.
Yeah.
Mom's mentally pirate.
I have a wonderment that would have served better if we could ask Sunny about Pyrie's perspective, but the thing that is sitting in my mind right now is how Pyrie is going to handle having to kill their new friend. Because I imagine Daff and Pike are also here.
Yes, they walked up with Mom.
And yes, and Pyrie took a very strong liking to Pike. And so I'm wondering which will small treasure. Thanks. Y'all are crazy. I'm wondering which or where Pyrie's mental state is going to be as far as like Will she try and convert Pike and convince him to join us and leave Mauve? Will Pyrie just be mad that he chose Mauve and is doing these terrible things because Pyrie is now pissed off at Brutus and Mauve because of what she did to our son, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is bad. So
Right.
is Pike just going to be lumped in with that in the blind rage and they're all going to die? Like I'm just curious. And if we do kill Pike, how is that going to feel for Pyrie? That's my wonderment. But Sunny's probably Epo Beepo again.
Probably.
Whether I don't know if we'll get a response in the chat. If she's in the chat, feel free to type out your thoughts. But otherwise, we will have to continue to wonder, and we'll see. What do you guys think?
I will say, without having any like spoiler points in there, because this is a relevant point, is every character that is in the mix right now does have their own goals and aspirations and reasons for doing what they do. I really can't dive deeper into that without
I know
doing
Yeah.
more.
It's
But,
like
yeah,
you don't want to say outright that Pike can or can't be convinced or that they need to be murdered to not set us in stone. Yeah.
yeah. I have to leave it until the
Yeah.
next debrief when we get a chit chat about everything.
I
and
wonder what's
see
going to
how it
happen
all-
with the horny bitch too.
Oh right, I did wonder what was gonna happen with her.
Because like I for the life of me can't tell what Daff cares about other than sucking Mauve. For the life of me, she just seems horny, but specifically horny towards Mauve. So I don't know. You know?
Aspirations, bro.
I know.
I'm very excited to debrief and download that stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna be
A
really good.
wonderment. The resting
Okay.
faces of the PNGs as
I
well
think-
as the fucking
I know, I'm like out here trying to like
This is
make
why
Sal's
I'm
PNG
just-
do things, and it just doesn't want to work with me, and I've given up on it.
I'm like so confused because on my screen it shows that it's like lighting up and then it shows that
Yeah.
it's like dimming. So maybe it might
Yeah,
be
it's lighting
my
up on
Discord.
Blaine's.
Oh, maybe.
It's lighting up now.
Oh.
It wasn't earlier, but it's working now, and I don't know why. But I think the other
Oh.
part is I think your mic is constantly activated if you're unmuted. So now it's the opposite problem where it constantly
Yeah,
is
oh, okay,
highlighted
yeah.
Oh,
instead of shadowed, right?
I did figure out why it wasn't lighting up. That part I figured out, but yeah, that might be the always on
Oh.
mic there, doing a thing.
Congrats.
Yeah,
Blaine.
because mine is like an automatic input sensitivity, and if I adjust it too much one way, there's like a millimeter of perfection there. If I have it too sensitive, it picks up everything and makes it sound like my mic is always on. And then if I do it not sensitive enough, then my words start cutting out because I like tend to drop the way I speak at the end of my sentences and stuff.
That's fair.
So yeah.
Yeah. We're good. I'm not too worried about it.
We should call this ship horny bitch too. Wait, what happened to the first? It sunk because it was leaking. Oh no.
10 out of 10.
Oh yeah.
All
All right, chat. Any questions? Come through.
Does anybody have any questions for the group about what they've been through up to this point that could be answered, perhaps? / final questions, and we'll probably wrap up since we've been doing this for like a little under an hour. We wrap up around that hour.
Little
mark.
yappers.
Little
Yeah.
yappers.
Yeah.
Little yappers.
And then we'll be back. We'll be back
And-
next week for actual
Yes.
Mauve bat. No, that didn't work.
We pray for everyone's health and that everyone gets home from work on time. And that-
Wait, Next week is another Tuesday session? Question mark.
Yes.
Okay.
So next week will be
Oh,
another
no,
this
Tuesday.
is how we fight. Just take the day off,
Yep.
Sal.
Yeah,
I mean,
next
to be
Tuesday.
honest,
The doctors are worried.
I actually might. I'm not
My
even kidding. I
D&D
actually
stiffy,
might.
please help me.
Because, like, we've been so short-staffed lately. And I would have wanted to call in sick today. But usually we would usually have at least 4 of us on a Tuesday. And it was just me and Pepsi working today. So we were, like,
Lord,
severely
what the
short-staffed. Yeah.
No,
awful.
that sounds awful.
Yeah.
So 6 hours.
So yeah,
But
I might
next
call in
week-
and I might be here. Yeah.
Mm.
Don't even get my
Next
hopes
week
up,
we'll all be
man.
healthy, and there will be no work. No, we put good vibes into the universe only. Everybody, your good vibes. Then your manager tunes into the stream and watches actual. It's funny. I made a joke about that. Because of the nature of Sal's work, I was going to say just shut it down and then just leave a note that says, sorry, you can't get what you came here for, but you could always turn into twitch.tv/BoldMordred. Yeah.
How do I
No,
get advertised?
it'll fix everything, trust.
I get advertised
whatever's
at
ailing them.
closed businesses.
Yeah. Exactly.
I work at an STI clinic for
Okay, well, now when you say it like that.
Well, this is only getting better. My advertising is top tier now.
Okay, see, it's a specific branch of what I thought you did. Because I was like, see, I thought I knew what you did.
I'm so
Now
curious.
you're
I need
saying
to
it
know
like
more
that, and now I
now.
have to look it up.
I need to know more. Tell me about your role at the STI clinic.
no, not even joking. I do surveillance work for HIV cases in my province and
my
syphilis data cleaning.
God. Oh, that's crazy.
I like it,
So how was
but
that then? That sounds important to only have 2 people working.
well, the way our clinic works is a little multifaceted, if that makes sense. So our clinic is public health for specifically sexually transmitted infections. So that's not specific to HIV and syphilis, but that is a huge part of it. And then of our team that I'm a part of, our administrative team for that clinic, there's certain members of our team that do more specialty stuff. So like me, I do HIV surveillance with our data surveillance team. And then I also on the side help with cleaning data for syphilis case management for the same data surveillance team. And then what Pepsi does is like kind of like on-site IT work unofficially, but then also he helps to do like the vast majority of all of the paperwork and letters that need to be sent out provincially for syphilis cases, because syphilis is like way more on the rise than other STIs, and it also has more long-term implications than like if you were to just get chlamydia or gonorrhea. And so he does that with another one of our admin, and then there's 3 of us on the HIV surveillance team. But the work, because HIV has become so much more manageable in society, it's actually not a huge workload, and so it is manageable with just a small team for our province. But
That's actually really cool. Like, I love statistics.
Thanks.
And
yeah,
and it's also like really, you are like, that's something that's really helpful, especially for your you have province, yeah. So your province and like keeping statistics on rising diseases and stuff.
yeah.
It's so interesting. Welcome to the keep yourself safe part of the podcast, everybody. Keep yourself knowledgeable and safe.
The more you
Stay
know.
safe, stay
18 plus
bold.
stream.
Hey.
Yeah, stay safe, stay bold. It's crazy.
And then on that note, I do actually have to go soon
Amazing.
because since the plans changed, my plans also changed.
Nope, that's
fair.
totally fine. I think this is a great
This stream
point.
is not sponsored by condoms, but you should get a condom.
But it
Please
should
use
be.
condoms,
But it
kids.
should be.
Look at Liari.
Come stop by for a free condom at our clinic and tune into BoldMordred.
Yes.
Stay safe.
I'm dying.
Wait.
We gotta go.
We're gonna end today's
Oh, no.
session. Thanks everybody for coming and being here. We'll be here next Tuesday. Stay safe and stay bold for her pleasure. Bye guys.
Yeah.